Welcome back, Chrono Troops, to another Smite Assault with your boy ChronoKitty. Today we are going to be playing Hebo, a extremely high damage mage with a Sobek, Gilgamesh, Scotty, and Cthulhu against a Vamana, Kubakarna, Thoth, Jormungandr, and a Kronos. So my team, the Sobek, Gilgamesh, and Cthulhu, are tanks, and the enemy teams, Kubakarna, Vamana, and Jormungandr, are also tanks. So it's a 3-on-3 tank game, and the carries are going to be on my team, Scotty and I, and on the enemy team, the Thoth and the Kronos. So the tanks on my side typically are high damage tanks. We got the Guardian Cthulhu and the Warrior Gilgamesh, and the enemy team's tanks are their high damage tanks are going to be the Vamana and the Jormungandr. So but they also have a Kubakarna on their team, which isn't known for his damage. I'm not sure how he's going to build, but extremely high CC. My team does have some CC, but I think the CC on the enemy team is greater than what we have. You know, just to give some a little bit of a lip service to the Sobek. While he isn't known for doing damage, he can do damage, and his X ability, or his 1 ability, is going to do a lot of work for us, because it's going to allow him to pull enemy players and throw them over his shoulder at us, helping us to get more damage on them and kind of pull them out of position. Since the enemy team is 4 of their players on their enemy team are magical, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with a Void Stone start because of its damage, magical protections, and its passive, which is its defense shred as well. Now that's going to leave me vulnerable to early sustain issues, but I noticed that it actually is low enough in cost that allowed me to go also with the Conduit Gem, which will help give me some mana sustain as well. And then I went with the mana pot as well, just to help with that early game. Make sure I have enough mana to when I'm in position. Up there's the pluck right there on the Kubakarna. Don't want the Kubakarna anywhere near me. We got the Jormungandr coming off the side lane, trying to get some damage to the back laners. Brilliant strategy by the enemy team. Well use of their abilities and their rolls, as well as they got a good hit on the back line. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing a lot of damage to the enemy team because they are tanks, right? So early game is not going to be my forte, not because I'm... actually did some good damage on the Kubakarna there with the ult. Now the Kubakarna is within kill range. He's down, the man's down, and we got the finish on him. The Vamana ulted to push us to the back. Now we are heading back now. Let's go ahead and just get better position, wait for his ult to die out before we can get back into the game. Now I'm early game just going to be focusing on wave, helping my team level, helping myself level, and not really attempting to get a ton of kills, because I really doubt the enemy team's characters that I can kill, the Thoth and Kronos, are really going to be pushed up or out of position enough for me to do that. On the right, we got a fight going with the Cthulhu and the Vamana. I'm sure neither of them can actually kill each other, but they each are taking each other out of the primary fight going on in mid lane. And that is appreciated, considering that I have 2 other tanks to be able to fight for me. Notice I'm already running into mana problems already, and we got another kill on the Vamana. Or another kill on the enemy team. This case, it's the Vamana. We have the Thoth ult down. I'm not leveling more than him, but he didn't seem to do a lot of damage to me. I tried to go in there, try to get some, using my river to kind of speed up my team so that they could get that kill. So we are doing great, but we are suffering from mana problems. As I level, I'll get more mana, so that will kind of help create more larger pool of mana for me to fight from. So it'll allow me when we use a med or grab a camp, I'll be able to stay in the fight a little bit longer. So I'm trying to get as much farm as possible so I can level as fast as possible. over the enemy team to give me more capability. So more backline shenanigans going on by the enemy team. This is great. I totally not calling them out. That's exactly what they should be doing. They're trying to interrupt our rhythm of game. They're trying to keep us out of team collapsing by separating us. And as long as when they do that, they're not dying themselves, then that is a successful way to play a tank or even any character who is attempting to kind of pull the enemy team away from each other. Although you're going to want to make sure you have enough damage in the lane you're pulling away from so that they can actually finish. And I think that we do. Right now, my team is doing quite excellent. I am playing a little safer because I don't want to die. And that's kind of the game. You don't want to die. But once if I and Scotty start, if the enemy team starts out-leveling Scotty and I, then we become ineffective in team fights. So I'm making sure that I still do some damage. Ooh, the Gilgamesh got the push off the Vamana there. We should be able to 5-on-1 collapse on him, and the Vamana is going to ult to get out. But that's not enough for the old Hebo ult. He was not ready for that. I had just enough mana for it, thanks to my team there. And we got the finish on him. And unfortunately, so what's happening to Vamana now is what I was worried about for myself is he is underleveled where he needs to be for his team, and that is just allowing us to finish the rest of his team because he's collapsing. Let's go ahead and go back and get some much needed mana with my team and get back into the main lane. So props to my team for going with Gauntlet of Thebes. It's always a really positive. Ooh, the Thoth is low. It's always really positive when your team goes with aura defense items that give you more defense because they're aura items, and I'm not gonna be able to do anything there. Got a little poke on the Kubakarna, but Thoth made sure that he was nowhere near. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab this. And they were totally waiting on me for that. Good guy, Scotty and Cthulhu for just sitting there waiting. I can't thank them enough for that. That's you can always tell when you are playing with a really positive working team when they do stuff like that. Now, granted, had they just taken that, because it took me a few seconds to notice they were there, it wouldn't have bothered me at all. I can't blame them for doing what's best for the team, because that's ultimately what's going to help the team get wins and get kills. Even when the enemy team is stronger, the teamwork will always outplay strength every single time. We got the Vamana. Can we get a finish here? Can we get a finish? May I please? Oh, it's the Kubakarna. Please don't stun me, sir. And we got the finish on the Kubakarna. The Chronos coming in now. And we're a 3-on-3 out here. The Cthulhu's in the tower, not the place for Cthulhu to be. Let's see if I can push him a little bit. Oh, I think he's going for their back damage camp. Even if he dies, that still benefits us because it keeps them from getting it if he was successfully able to grab it. I couldn't see. Well, the Thoth is one hit. This is not going to be up for another 15 seconds or so. Oh no, it was just taken 15 seconds ago, so it's not going to be up for another let's see, it's 2 minutes on the timer, so it's not going to be up for another minute and a half. Let's go ahead and grab this. I'll go ahead and take the speed on that myself. The first player that grabs a camp gets the speed buff. This is an assault. They get that speed buff for the same amount of time as the regen on the mana. Oh, we got the Kubakarna. Can I get out? No. He just got me by a pixel, the man. And Sobek is working. So me and Sobek right there, and then the Gilgamesh are just working to push the enemy team back. What we're attempting to do is we do not want the enemy team's minions to get past this line and get into our tower, because we get less gold when we kill them, and that's what the enemy team was trying to do. They were trying to push us back into our tower so they could get those minions in the tower. And so that's what Sobek, Gilgamesh, and I realized, and just kind of at that moment, even though there was less players on our team, we just went in and kind of pushed them back, give them a little pause for thought, and we got the Chronos got another kill on us. I Had to get out of that situation right there. I was out of position. The tanks can tank all that. I can't. Ooh, the Kubakarna is low again. Can I get the finish on him? No. The man has just a health point, and he is sitting on it and probably going to go back to heal. The Kubakarna is in. I have 3 seconds on my one. That's actually one of the really most powerful things about playing Hebo is his X or 1 ability has a 3-second timer right out of the gate with 0 cooldown. That's a really powerful ability, and on top of that, it comes back so fast. And that is one of the good things about him, considering that he only has 3 damaging abilities. His your 2 ability or your A ability on Xbox is a movement speed, and it helps with crowd control as well, because it keeps you from getting slows when you're actually on the I've called it a carpet. It's actually really a river. It's really supposed to be a river, but it also helps slow down enemy team players and minions, and it speeds up your players when they're actually on the carpet as well. It lasts so long. Look how long this thing lasts, and it's only leveled 1. The Kubakarna is working on the Scotty because the Scotty is the hunter. Hunters inherently do more damage to towers. Well, it depends on how they build, of course, but typically do more damage to towers. That's typically a hunter's role, is to take objectives. And, I'm not going to get... They're so low. They're so low. My ult's up, but I just do not have the mana. I need to get out of there for position. So I'm going to go back with the Sobek and stand by him while I kind of heal up from the lack of mana that I need. But the buffs do give you mana and health. The enemy team is all 5 out. It's 3 of us. My team knows they're low, but there's really not much we can do about it. We got an ult on the Jormungandr. He's going after the Cthulhu, and then decided to jump back on me for backline reasons. Alright, we have it looks like the Vimana is also 1 hit back there. The Sobek's out now. The Cthulhu is doing work. Let's see if I can get some much needed damage on the... Let's go ahead and see if I can get out of here. Oh, this is the CC I'm talking about. See what they're doing? I've been here for seconds, and there's nothing I can do about it because Kubakarna has such great CC. He has 3 different abilities that all can keep you in place. One's a root, one's a stun, and his knock-up into his ult can all keep you in the same spot for long enough for his team to come over and finish me off, which is exactly what happened here. I love playing Kubakarna for that specific reason. He's a really powerful god. He really helps the team. Although we have a slight lead, we have 2 more kills over the enemy team. We have about 1,000 more gold than them, a little more over 1,000, 1,400 more gold than them. So we're doing good there, but still, it's anybody's game. Anything could happen. I'm glad. I'm not glad. Took the opportunity after I got killed to buy what I'm going to buy here is I'm going to go into Bancroft's and Talons. I'm waiting on Bancroft's now. It was had about 50 more gold for me to wait on. It's going to completely change my game because it's going to make me far more powerful. The Bancroft's itself has damage and mana built into its kit, as well as lifesteal. And then that's passive is the lower your life goes down to 25%, it does more damage as well. 100 more damage once you get to, I think it's 100 more damage once you get down to 25% life. That combined with the Typhoon's Fang that you see there in my 3rd item. What Typhoon's Fang, the way it works is its passive is it gives you 40% more healing when you heal from lifesteal, which Bancroft's and Typhoon's Fang both have lifesteal. It has an additional, there we got the kill on the Cthulhu. So they're playing a completely different Hebo. The Kubakarna is going to try to stun me there, but I don't think he has everything up. He just had 1 ability up there. I went ahead and I got the knock-up on him to keep him from getting close to me. So we got the enemy Vimana's got the finish on the Scotty. I whipped my X1 there, and I need to get back. The Kubakarna is trying to keep me in place as long as he can. The Sobek is now trying to do something. I'm going to throw my River out for the team and then focus on Wave, because the Name of the game is to take objectives and Titan, and then the way you do that is by getting your minions into the enemy's objectives, so you can do more damage to them. And that's all they're trying to do there. They are pushing crazy hard, as they should be, because we have people down, and we have one of our high damagers down right now, and the enemy team does not. We got the finish off on the Vamana there. So they're pushing hard. All they're focused on is just trying to push us out and get their minions in lane. And right now it's costing them. So we got the kill on the Kronos there as well. Whiffed the knock-up. My team is doing a great job of, while the enemy team is trying to interrupt our rhythm, we are interrupting their rhythm. So what was an uneven fight for the... got the kill on the Kubakarna as well. What was an uneven fight in favor of the enemy team, and now it's completely turned around in like 30 seconds, and now it's an uneven fight in our favor. They pushed too hard, they were taking too much damage. They had the CC, but they just were not doing the same level of damage for us, and just a skill level, we were able to get our hits off a little more than they were, and we were able to successfully finish off and secure more kills than they did in that team fight there, which lasted quite a long time. Long enough for our Scotty to come back from death and join the fight. Which is, I like those really intense team fight battles. Those are really, really fun, really powerful. And now, of course, I'm going to walk around the corner, and the Kronos is going to stun right around the corner, which is what I would do with any god that has that type of a range as he does. The enemy team, I think they just popped their damage relic, and now they're coming in strong. What they want is kills. So I am there's the Vamana. I'm the one hit, and he finished me off. He knew that was the place for him to go. He has this whole game successfully been a back lane fighter, going in the back and just kind of wrecking the rhythm of the enemy team, and that is what he did there extremely successfully, finishing me off and then going in for another kill on the Scotty as well. And now the enemy team, now my team is low. The Kubakarna really wants to finish on somebody. The Gilgamesh is going to go down for it, and now the Sobek might as well, because he was really low. I think he took the buff. You can see his health and mana increasing right now, but there's nothing he can do. He's just running around top tower trying to get the enemy team to take as many hits from the tower as possible, so that and this is probably going to be it for him after that stun. Yep, and it was. Now the enemy team has pushed out, and they're tanks. They can sit in that tower for quite a long time, which is exactly what they did. So I'm kind of getting back into the lane right now, and to help with the fight. And my team was down. The Scotty and I kind of came up around the same time, and we're back in. And our job right now is going to be just to push out the enemy minions. That is going to be solely our responsibility until we get our tanks back, and we need to do so safely, because we are squish damage, or not squish damage. We are easily squish. And we do not want to die. We need to stay alive until our team comes back up to support us. So we're not going to be... got a little bit of a lag there. We're not going to be... there's the Vamana trying to push me out again. I'm going to go ahead and just Aegis a few of his hits and see if I can ult out of this just to stay alive. It's more important that I stay alive than for me to do damage on the squishies at this very moment. That's going to change as we get one further into the team fight, but when I'm being backlaned like that, it's so important for me to be able to get away from those hits. Divana is extremely strong. He could easily just come back here and push me. There he is, and then he comes back and finishes me off. So let's go ahead and round out our build with a Rod of Tahuti. You'll notice my damage now has significantly increased, and it will increase even more when I'm doing damage against enemy gods that are less than 50% health. I'll be doing 25% more damage to them on top of the existing damage that I'm already doing. So already on top of the 575 for magical power and my abilities. Yeah, this is a really fascinating game. and we're doing well, but the enemy team now has come back from that. So I need to get back in the fight. I'm leveling well. My team's leveling well, except for the Gilgamesh. The enemy team is leveling well, except for the Chronos, which I am absolutely fine about. The Chronos, the way he's going to play on the enemy team is he is going to do lots of damage to us squishies, and he's going to CC everybody on our team, and his 2 or his A ability is going to allow him to take objectives very easily. So my team was really focusing there on pushing them back as much as possible, keeping them away from our objectives. Arguably, as long as they aren't losing a lot of health, I am completely okay with that. If once they start losing health, then that is not going to be what I want them to do. And let's go ahead and ult out of that, get some position, get the finish on the Vamana, which is amazingly great because he's the one that's really been pushing me specifically around. He's been targeting me in the back lane, me and Scotty as well. And unfortunately, I wanted to hit get some tower hits in there, but the tower got on me, so I had to get out for a second. But that's okay. Scotty was able to finish it off. It's so low. Who's that? Oh, that's the Kubakarna. Let's kind of settle away from him so we don't get to stun. We got the finish on him. The enemy team now only has 3 people up to our 5. This is a good fight. This is an uneven fight in our favor. The Gilgamesh is coming up, but he is a little lower level, is going to be less damage. So we're basically utilizing him for his kind of crowd control more than anything at the moment until he kind of levels up. Let's see. Got 2 amazing hits off the thought there. Got the knock up, and then the Scotty got the finish off on him. So that is great. Is it my team? My team popped damage. The Scotty is trying to do some damage to tower, and I'm going to. Let's go ahead and aegis that. And there's the Vamana now. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab this so he can't run back and grab it. And then we will kind of just start going back in the fight. And there he is with this again, targeting me, the mage, or the damage dealer. And then now he's on the Scotty. He's doing everything right. Respect to the Vamana. Doing such an excellent job of kind of trying to hurt our rhythm, and I think he's being very successful at it. I'm just going to do some damage here to keep the enemy team from... Ooh, someone get the finish on that man. And it's going to be me. I thought he was just going to kind of run away and ult and heal up, and I got the finish on the Jormungandr too. So really good team plays by our team, and we're just doing an amazing job of kind of just slowly wrecking them, getting them down. I stood a little bit further away from the Kubakarna ult on the Cthulhu there. I think that was Cthulhu, because when Kubakarna ults, it not only does damage to the player he's thrown up in the air, knocking out, but when that player comes down, it then has an area effect attack that hurts everybody. So the Cthulhu ulted. I think he's trying to take some pressure off of us, and unfortunately, I just keep getting targeted by the Phoenix. So I keep having to kind of like reposition him, kind of move out. Normally, I might not do that. Normally, I would just stay in and take the hits. But it's so critical that both Scotty and I stay alive in this, because once one of us goes down, it's going to be so much more difficult for our team to push. They can defend, they can fight, but they won't be able to push objectives without one of us in the fight. And so the Vamana there got the finish off on another player. So we are, I think it was the Scotty. So no, Scotty's up. So actually, it's only me and Scotty. So it's only the damage dealers. So we need to yeet out of here. Let's go ahead and... Oh, yeah, that Kumbhakard is coming. He's coming. Let's go ahead and just ult out right now. Because we're not going to be able to fight this. I mean, you can take that Scotty if you want. I don't think that's the play unless you can get away. She was able to get away because she used her 3 or her B ability to get some additional movement speed. I'm not sure if we will be able to defend this tower. I want to stay alive. Here's the Kubakarna. He's just coming in. I tried to juke all of his stuns. He got all the stuns off me except for his ult stun. They're just switch places. Now the Jormungandr is coming after me as well, and he's keeping me from helping out the Scotty in lane. They just want their minions in the and the unfortunately run away. She was able. I did not think she was going to be able to get away there. Vamana has an interesting passive when he's in his ult, and that's the more damage he takes, the longer he stays in his ult. And when he's in his ult, he gets a shield and a fast health regeneration. Here is the Kubakarna back by Phoenix. They haven't even not by Phoenix, by Titan. They haven't even taken. Oh, hey, now he is in his passive, which keeps him alive even after death. So really good play by the Kubakarna. He's going to easily be able to get out of that once he gets back from his passive and comes back to life. He can use that. I don't know what's the cooldown on that? Every a few minutes, I think. So we are getting back now, and we have a good bit of monies. Not enough to buy much. I hate the 2,000. The 2,200 mark, because it lets me buy a bunch of items I don't necessarily, like straight out, the third tier of the item, a bunch of items that I don't want, kind of like defensive items, or Pythagorean's piece, soul gem, and things about that price as well. But I don't want that. I want big hits. I want penetration, and I want damage. And all those items, they're going to run me closer like to 25, 26, 3,000. And I just unfortunately do not have that right now. So, and the way Assault works, you can only buy when you're dead. So it's always best to kind of time your deaths when they do the most work for you. You can't always do that. You can't always time that very well. Let's see if we can get the finish on him. And we got the finish on the Vamana. So needed. The Vamana is the one that's really kind of carrying the enemy team. I've noticed they're all doing really well. Everything's said. The whole enemy team, the Kubakarna, the Thoth, the Kronos. I think they're playing extremely well. But it's specifically the come back. It's really the Vamana who is doing so much work by disrupting our rhythm, or specifically disrupting my rhythm. The Scotty was going to go down right there. Let's go ahead and take this. We're more powerful now. We can do some more work on this objective. So can we get this Phoenix down? I'm going to see, can we push him out a little bit? Oh, he's one hit. But my objective was to push him out, not to finish him there. And he wasn't going to wait around another 3 seconds for my ability. Let's see if I can get it over the wall. And he wasn't close enough. Those are always nice when you can get the no-scope over the wall kills by just kind of guessing where the enemy player is going to be. Those are very fun. And now the enemy team is pushing us out, which is exactly what they should be doing. They are going to be getting fire minions coming down their lane. So here's my friend Vamana. My best friend Vamana is in the back trying to find me out of position. And so I'm just going to Thoth, come here, buddy. Come here, friend. He Aegis. Oh no. Is it gonna be enough? Let's see if I can Aegis and get out of here. Whee! Off on my river. Is someone following me? Is anyone following me? So my team's coming this way. Oh, it was the Kubakarna. Shoot! It's so hard on the mini-map, especially when there's a bunch of gods grouped up around each other to determine if you're being followed or not. Specifically on this map. You're going to get into more team fights than you will on some other maps. So all I saw were 2 of my teammates following me. And what they were doing is they were just so close chasing the Kubakarna, trying to keep me safe. So we're able now to finish Disrupting Scepter, so we can get even more damage on the enemy team. And the way that works is its passive changed a while back. So its new passive is that it does, whenever you hit an enemy player, you kind of mark him for to take 7% additional damage. for, what is that, like 7 seconds, 9 seconds, but it's significant, especially as after you get to, it's really powerful early game, although since it doesn't have much sustain, I rarely see it ever played with, but its really power is in mid game, and then especially in late game when you're built, because then you can do 7% more damage on top of your existing high damage build. I didn't go any cooldown with this build because I don't need it as Hebo. Because his 1 comes up so frequently, I can utilize that to always have typically something up when I'm in a team fight, even if my other abilities are not up. I can always kind of spam that and do a lot of damage. And because I did go high damage, it's not going to hit for a little bit. It's going to absolutely just punch like a nuke when I kind of spam that. And the Kubakarna went down again. I have 2 tanks up. Our Scotty is down. Enemy team has 3 players up. The Vamana just came up right now. The 2 players who are up that are going to be kind of my targets are the Kronos and the Thoth, because I should be able to do so much damage, if not kill them, with just 2 abilities. The Phoenix is coming up, and it is down again, so we were successfully able to get that on them. Ooh, and I got they got the push off. Vamana got the push off. Let's go ahead and help Gilgamesh back here. It looks like he needs some assistance, and he can kill. He can kill, and he did kill. I'm gonna go ahead and ult the Titan right here. Just so I can just do a little bit more damage to him, and also safely move me into a good position. The Vamana is trying his damnedest, but it is not going to work for him. He was trying to keep us out of Titan range, and he sacrificed himself for his team there. I'm not sure if that was the play. Maybe it was. Maybe it was. Just keeping us out of the fight for just a little bit longer while his team came up. I just think he was so powerful. We got the win there. I just think he was so powerful. It would have been much better for him to fight under Titan with Titan, so that the Titan was doing damage and with him instead of him pulling us away from the Titan. That's okay. Still, stellar job by the man. Huge respect. But we eventually got the win out of it, as we were just really good team fighters when all of us were up, and we just took them down. If you enjoyed that, please give me a like and subscribe. And if you'd like to get notified next time I upload a video, go and smash that notification bell. And I want to thank you for watching. And as always, have a most amazing day.